Hi there, hello. In the book, Not a Fan, Kyle Idleman talks about a strange baptism practice that the church allowed when the Knights of Templar would be baptized back during the time of the Crusades. Now, when the church would baptize one of the knights would have their sword with them, but as they went under the water, they would hold the sword up out of the water. It was their way of saying to Jesus, Lord, you can have control of me, but you can't have this sword. Jesus, I'm all yours, but whatever I do with this sword, that's not really part of the deal. Now, if that was the baptism practice today, I mean, there's not a lot of people in our culture running around with swords, but I imagine that some people would like to be baptized holding their wallet up out of the water, or maybe their TV remote control, or their iPhone saying, well, I'm not going to give this up. The point is, many people think that they can be a follower of Jesus, but not make him the Lord of their life. In Luke 9, Jesus encounters three such people. Let's take a look. Luke 9:57 through 58. As they were walking along the road, a man said to him, I will follow you wherever you go. Jesus replied, Foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. Now, this man seems sincere in his desire to follow Jesus, but perhaps he hadn't really thought through what it really means. And so Jesus offers him some perspective. Jesus is basically saying, look, I'm homeless. Are you really sure that you want to follow me? Because following Jesus does not guarantee comfort, wealth, possessions, or worldly success. On the contrary, we're called to be servants and to expect hardships. Jesus encounters the next man in verses 59 through 60. He said to another man, follow me. But he replied, Lord, first let me go and bury my father. Jesus said to him, let the dead bury their own dead, but you go and proclaim the kingdom of God. Now, this time Jesus calls a man, and he's just met with an excuse. And many scholars believe that in the context of the first century Jewish culture, that this man's father hadn't even died yet. So essentially, this man is saying to Jesus, Jesus, I will follow you after my father dies. And we can say many similar things too. Jesus, I will follow you when I finish college, or when I get married, or when my kids move out, or when work settles down, or when I retire, and on and on and on. The time is now. Today is the day of salvation, and the call of Jesus is extremely urgent. Jesus encounters the last man, verses 61 through 62. Still another man said, I will follow you, Lord, but first let me go back and say goodbye to my family. Jesus replied, no one who puts a hand to the plow and looks back is fit for service in the kingdom of God. So someone plowing and looking backwards is obviously not going to be plowing in a straight line. They're just going to make a mess. In other words, you have to be focused. You have to be focused on Jesus and not yourself. For this man, his family was a distraction. And had he went back to his family, they probably would have said, don't you follow that crazy man. Just stay at home with us where it's safe. For us, it could be our family, or a hobby, or making an idol out of entertainment or sports or politics or anything that we focus on more than God. And Jesus tells us that anyone who comes after him must deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow him. And so in conclusion, Jesus isn't looking for wishy-washy followers. The call is to be 100% committed. It's a commitment that will probably bring hardship. It is extremely urgent, and it requires you to make God the focus of your life. He asks a lot, but he offers you hope, purpose, joy, eternity, and all the good stuff. Go with God. God bless, friends. Have a great day.